Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Each and every season, this is one of my favorite games because these are the blue bloods of college football. Two of the winningest programs in the history of the sport. Oklahoma got the win last year against Michigan, and now with Kyle Whittingham under the helm, let's see how Oklahoma at Michigan kicks off here today in the big house. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be breaks free, and he might be gone. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Apparently, line number one on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Connection to the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to run, it's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Underwood. Starting to feel a little pressure. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Got it set up on the outside. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Sooners offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And when you have a corner of this caliber, it gives the defense so many options. can attack. We'll see what they're able to do with this guy. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Turning it on! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Making side adjustments here. He'll try it again. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Could be an alley. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To throw, it's Mateer. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep the physicality, the assertive physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
That's reeled in. It's Marsh. And they get him down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Here's Underwood to throw. Here's the pressure. He sacked this defense all over him.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Gets the back moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field goal? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break, at some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
On 3rd down, here's Robinson. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Shakes off the defender. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll move the tight end. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got a man. It's Owens. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
Motion from the wideout. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Throwing, Underwood. Completes it in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Forced out of the pocket. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Got room at the 35. It's a seam wide open. Scooped and scored. Touchdown Sooners.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game.
Caught, and he's got room. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. He breaks a tackle. There's some room. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Play fake, Underwood. Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And guys, completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Running inside. It's Marshall. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Underwood, bringing the heat. He'll pull it. There he goes. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Underwood on the play action. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Touchdown, Michigan! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
And the offense punches in it again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The run inside. It's Robinson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. The sure hands. It's Harris. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. You got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's a give to Robinson. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 24 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's Ole Miss in an absolute fistfight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now over to your game inside the Big House. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Xavier again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And the Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Maybe a crease. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Handoff to Xavier. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Big noise in the Big House for this huge 3rd down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The give from the gun. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, Give him the ball. Let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Gives it on the option. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On the move. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Run in the red zone, it's Robinson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get the 2nd half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Pressure coming. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out. Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead.
Breaks into the open. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Line getting set on second down.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Spits it out to the back. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Running inside, it's Marshall, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action with Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
It is third and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. Got it down the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Boy, at this stage of the game, when every snap and every yard counts, that penalty is costly. It's 3rd and long. Maybe just trying to get some breathing room to kick it away. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner is stopped. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all in.
Here's a little room there. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go play action. Bryce Underwood makes the catch. It's Marshall. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Grab. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run.
Yeah, that kind of makes up for that that offensive pass interference. Dude got rocked. I am struggling to move the ball, bro. I'll tell you that much.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Here's Robinson one more time. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Mateer. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
That's not pass interference.
Make the play on 3rd down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Here's Underwood to throw. With the catch, it's Marshall. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And you've created some great momentum. Getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. The offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire.
Oh, man.
It's Hansen. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. He catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Right back to the well. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Throws from the tight end. A strike.
Oh, no, I think I hit Bryce late.
They make the stop,
Oh,
but there is a flag
fuck,
on the field.
man.
We'll see what that's all about.
Oh, shit.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. And guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Wolverines! They move on top here in the
Plenty of time.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Trying to get everybody set.
Plenty of time, plenty of time.
Still running.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful.
There's a crease. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Going to the ground.
And this offense tries to run and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback keep.
That's it. Why would you push him that way? Why would you push him that way?
Comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds.
Why'd you push him that way? Into me.
Touchdown here.
Other way, dude.
Goal really ratchets up the game pressure. They'll run with Robinson.
Yes, sir! Let's go!
Oklahoma. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Man, this this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together
Lord, oh Lord.
The drive starts.
I ran more than somebody might have expected, but it worked.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
Let's commit outside.
To the air, it's Underwood. He's got the
3 seconds. Are they going to try to kick the field goal there? How long is it?
Scoops out of bounds. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime.
He fucking hit it. Oh, my God. Oh, fuck me, man. Good thing I hit that too, right? Oh, shit.
Shit. About a little free football, Jesse.
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. Finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
Oh, man. Bismillah.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Underwood. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Marshall. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. This is it incomplete.
That's why it's so important.
That's defense, boys. That's defense.
Down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Field goal is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Thank God I was controlling that guy, to be honest, because he was in a flat. I don't think he would have went up enough to be able to defend that. So, all right. Starts off with a little inverted veer here.
Starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the 2nd overtime and 2-point conversion. So,
finding some room.
Let's fucking go. Sit the fuck down. Boomer Sooner, bitch.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more... Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball 2nd and OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Palmer, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. How much fun was that? And you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season. But give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this.
I'm glad you heard that.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation.
Wow, they put up 17 in the fourth. As Rice was, I'm gonna grab Rice's playbook. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, we only threw for 132 passing yards. That's typically not going to cut it. But 34 rushes for almost 200 yards. That's about a pretty Al game right there. 50% third down conversion, 37 for them. Not bad. 2-point conversion, hit it. Had some critical fumbles. Yeah, that was good. Bryce played out of his mind. 88% completion, 284 yards. Their rushing game was held basically useless. Xavier and Blaylock did well. My wide receivers are going to probably quit, but that's okay.